was flowing red with blood, pulled out into the alley and murdered. It already seems a lot creepier. Did you die here? Hey guys, thanks for tuning into Amy's Crypt. I'm currently in Vienna, Austria, and I have found one of the darkest, creepiest places in the city that I want to show you guys around. Let's go check it out. Alright guys, so I'm standing in Blutgasse. Hopefully I just said that correctly. It's a narrow little street here in Vienna, Austria. Its direct English translation is Blood Street, and it has quite a nasty, dark history and some cool ghost stories. So let's go explore and check that out. Blood Street is actually named for the large amount of bloodshed that happened here. It is said that back in 1312, a number of the Knights Templars were hiding out here. Their hiding spot was discovered though, and they were murdered in this very alley. It is said there was so much bloodshed that this little street was flowing red with blood. From then on, the street got a name change, and that is why it is known as Blood Street. So adding to the creepy dark history of Blood Street is that there used to be an execution site at one end of this narrow pathway. It is said that a lot of prisoners made their final walk of their life down Blood Street to where they were then executed. So many people have claimed to see apparitions here, and there has been a number of paranormal activity occurrences said to happen, and people believe that that is the Knights Templars who were murdered here, or possibly those who made their final walk down here to be executed. Alright guys, I've just walked into the entrance of number 3 Blood Street, and this is said to be the location that the Knights Templars attempted to hide out in, but they were obviously found, pulled out into the alley and murdered. Now, it's said that before that happened, in one of the cellars they were hiding out in, they actually hid a vast amount of treasure, and to this day that hasn't been located. So, I mean, maybe one of these very well might be the cellars that they were hiding out in. Just at the end of Blood Street, is something maybe even creepier. It's a cool costume shop with a bunch of awesome masks. I think they're getting ready for Halloween. It's good. So I found something interesting and strange here. I don't know if it's an art installation or what the point of them is, but there's a few squares of mirror stuck on the walls in the Blood Street. So we've got one here, 2 over there, and then there's one just over here which is actually smashed. So someone's got a bit of bad luck from that. So I've had a pretty good look around Blood Street during the day, and it actually seems kind of nice and cheerful. There's even a little cafe set up, and a lot of people use it as an alleyway that they can walk through, so it's a pretty busy path. But we're going to come back at night and see if the mood and energy changes, maybe try a few paranormal investigation experiments and see if we're able to pick up on anything in Blood Street. Alright, so I am back to do a ghost tube session at night at Blood Street in Vienna, and I have set that's a card going past. I have set the language on this app to be German, since we are in Austria. I do not speak German, but I'm going to try and ask some questions and see if we get any responses through on this. So yeah, I might just kick that off and see if we get anything. Hallo, mein Name ist Amy. Hello, my name is Amy. It's another car going past, so we can't really rely on any EVPs we catch. The magnetic readings, they're fluctuating a little bit, but they look pretty steady. Split Mia, talk to me.
Getränk.
So we just got a word through.
Getränk. Getränk. Getränk.
Good drink. I can't translate that right now. That'll have to be something I translate later and see if it relates to any of the questions that I've asked. Okay, I hear people coming, so I'm going to wrap up this session, but we might try another one in a little bit. Alright, since Blood Street is a public place, there is a bit of pedestrian traffic coming through and a lot of loud people. So I'm just going to go for a walk down the street and see if I pick up on any abnormal magnetic fluctuations, or if we pick up on any words on the ghost dictionary, which is just down here. Maybe we'll get a word through naturally. It is set to German, so it currently says that it's listening. The street is a lot quieter here at night, but there is the odd drunk person coming past us, so it's making it a little hard to investigate. But it is really pretty at night. You can see the street behind me. It's quite a narrow little alley. So I'm not really seeing any strange fluctuations. If I do capture any EVPs, I guess they're not heaps reliable because there are cars driving past, there are people around. So it's a bit tricky to get anything through on that. Haven't had any words through yet either. So just keep walking, maybe we can do a full lap. So just want to note that the magnetic reading on this side of the street, you can see just here, that's the second entrance, is a lot lower than it was on the other end. It's starting to come up a bit now and be a little bit higher, but just something worth noting. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's paranormal. It could just be a normal natural fluctuation, but worth noting. Alright guys, we're standing right near number 3, which we visited and talked about a bit earlier today. I am going to try and do a spirit box. Again, I don't speak German. I have a few set phrases that I'm going to try and repeat off of Google Translate on my phone, and hopefully we're able to get a response through. I won't know what it says in the moment, but with any luck I can translate it after the fact. Also, I have no idea if you can hear them, but if you pick up on any voices in the background, there's just people at a cafe down the street. I think it's just employees having a drink after work because it's quite late. Right, we just got interrupted by an old man with a bouquet of roses, and for a dingy haunted alley at 1 a.m. on a Wednesday, this place is pretty busy. Alright, let's try and get on with this. Hallo, mijn naam is Amy. Hello, my name is Amy. LinkedIn, yeah. Talk to me. Bist du dieser Schaden? Did you die here? Wer hat dich gemordet? Who murdered you? Wie eng sind Sie? How old are you? Someone's yelling at us from the roof. Alright, so I guess we just got yelled at to leave. So I'm gonna walk a little bit further down this way.
Time to hit the road.
Time to hit the road. Yeah, so we weren't picking much up on that, so I think we might have to call it a night. There's a lot of people kind of hanging around, a lot of loud people, and there's residential houses at the top, which we didn't realise. So we want to be respectful, we don't want to annoy them too much. Anyone out there speaks German or any of the other languages that are common here in Austria, and you heard a word or you heard a phrase or anything come through in the spirit box, I would love to hear what you heard in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed watching this video, which I hope that you did, please remember to like, comment, share and subscribe. That way we can keep visiting haunted places together. If you want to read any more about haunted places in Vienna or the Blood Street, then head to AmysCrypt.com. And remember guys, until next time, stay spooky.